Hey everybody, and welcome back to 80 Proof Gaming and another shot.
Ocean warriors, come! Test your steel in the ancient blood pit of Kel Vorath. Let the blood sport begin!
Yeah, that's what he said. Apparently we are starting already. Here we are, giving our best shot to Kel Vorath once again. I've got my everything all screwed up. Not really back to being adjusted to this. Oh dear, that's gonna hurt quite badly. No, I didn't get hit at all. Alright, the important thing to remember in this area, which I apparently just forgot, is that you, at all costs, do not want to walk into those little flaming pits there. Kind of tough to pull off, considering all the dodging you're doing, but here, I'll show you what happens. You walk into those pits, all those circles of spikes, you get stunned. Now, it's also not effective to try and break them early, just so you don't have to deal with them later, because they respawn. So, that's not a thing that's going to do you much good, I'm afraid. Oh dear, I messed that up because I used all my spell energy, all my spell surge energy too early on accident. I'm out of practice for DPS because the last dungeon I ran as a healer, and in case I don't upload that video, guys, Spellslinger makes a sick healer. It's so cool. So if you're looking to play a healer in raids in WildStar, consider a Spellslinger. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's better than Medic. I think it's better than Medic because Medic has an extremely short range for its healing, while Spellslinger's range is enormous. Kind of Spell Surge that ability. Going to do that. Spell Surge and Charge Shot. Spell Surge Charge Shot is really good because if you don't Spell Surge when you go to use it, unfortunately, the problem with doing that is that it has an extremely long casting time, and that whole time you're doing that casting time, you're not applying DPS with other abilities. So cutting down the casting time of that ability is extremely effective. Just a good idea. You don't really need to be doing that healing, but I'm doing it anyway because reasons. Oh, dead. Good. Alright, once you clear out enough of them, the rest run out, they disappear, you don't have to deal with them ever again, the boss comes out. So, it's time to clear out this boss. Oh, I'm not close enough. Oh man, what a noob mistake that was. Shame on me, shame on me. Alright, I'm going to spell search my Wild Barrage. My spell rotation goes as such. Every time Wild Barrage or Charge Shot come up, I will spell search them because that is the best use I know of my spell surge. Now with this boss, the only thing you have to look out for is the that move where he does line attacks out, and it's possible to stun him out of it, but it's not easy. I was kind of expecting that move to come up again shortly. That's why I was kind of holding my spell surge. There it is. See, it's not easy because he sort of knocks you across the map. Now what you really need to do is wait until it's coming around to you, and then you sort of dodge in the opposite direction he's rotating. It's really difficult to pull off dodging it. Unfortunately, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It's probably the most dangerous thing he does, but it's not particularly dangerous. I think that's the best way to deal with it. I'll try and do it this time, and it helps if you... Okay, here it goes. So here's what I'm going to try and do. This will be the first time I've really tried it. Ah! It's hard to see where it's going to be. Maybe if you gauge where it's at, you'll be able to just stand between them. Back off a bit and stand between them. The tank's in some trouble here. Alright, it's dead anyway. We didn't do too great, but we did go through it without dying. So, you know, the tank was really low at the end, but that tends to be the way of this fight. You tend to just wind up getting him close to death, and everybody else is close to death too, and you just kind of work through it, plow through it.